Friday, so let's see what you can learn about child development while I wait for my grocery pickup orders. Hi, I'm Amber, mom of 2 and pediatric physical therapist. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about what my 2-year-old and my 5-month-old have in common. You're probably thinking, what in the world does a 2-year-old and a 5-month-old have in common? And the answer is jumping. So jumping is a skill that does develop in children anytime around the 24-month mark. Sometimes you can have kiddos who jump earlier, and sometimes you can have kiddos who learn to jump later. There's a progression to learning how to jump. So first, a child will learn how to jump straight up in the air. After they learn to jump straight up in the air, they will learn how to jump down from surfaces. After they learn how to jump down from surfaces, they will learn how to jump forwards. And then once they learn how to jump forwards and down from a surface, the last thing to develop is the ability to actually jump up onto a surface, just a couple of inches. So we've talked about jumping, and why in the world did I talk about my 5-month-old whenever all of these things develop after the 24-month mark for most kiddos? Well, it's because a lot of times babies who are about 4, 5, 6 months old are tricky, and they start to weight bear on their legs, and they start to love to jump whenever they're being held. So as a parent, you're thinking, oh my gosh, they love this. They must be ready for jumpers. The answer is no. No, they're not ready for jumpers. Most physical therapists, as well as the American Academy of Pediatrics, actually recommend against using jumpers for any type of baby, especially those who are younger than 9 months. This can be for quite a few reasons, but as a physical therapist, I don't like to see babies in jumpers because their bodies just aren't ready for the forces that jumping brings to their bodies. It can cause an increase in hip problems, especially on babies who are high risk for hip dysplasia. And in some instances, for some kids, it can actually even lead to a toe walking gait pattern. So maybe pass on purchasing the jumper, pass on adding it to your baby registry, and if you have one, go ahead and just get rid of it. Other options you can explore are standers that have an adjustable foot plate if you absolutely feel like you need to have your child in an upright container of some sort. But as always, floor time is going to be the best possible place to put your baby because it allows for freedom of movement and it helps them to build those foundational skills that they need for things like standing and jumping whenever they're older. I hope that this was helpful. Give it a share to anybody who has a baby or a toddler in their life, and give us a follow for more child development tips.